Turning now to news out of the nation's capital, former President Donald Trump now facing yet another indictment, this time for his part in trying to overturn the 2020 presidential election results and what led to the January 6 riot. CNN's Chris Wynn is in Washington, D.C. with the charges.
This indictment is the latest in a series of legal issues for the former president. A grand jury indicting Donald Trump on 4 separate counts in connection to January 6 and his alleged efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Those 4 charges include conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction of an attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights. The federal government has been building its case for months now, and leading up to this, prosecutors brought several witnesses in front of the grand jury, many of whom appeared under subpoena, ranging from low-level aides all the way to Trump's former Vice President Mike Pence. Now, special counsel Jack Smith has been probing Trump's knowledge that he lost the 2020 election, as well as pressure within the Justice Department to help overturn it, along with the fundraising efforts after it. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
The attack on our nation's capital on January 6, 2021, was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy. As described in the indictment, it was fueled by lies. Lies by the defendant targeted at obstructing a bedrock function of the U.S. government, the nation's process of collecting, counting, and certifying the results of the presidential election.
This afternoon, the former president blasted Jack Smith on social media, calling him a deranged individual. Trump's allies have been quick to defend him, and we learned today there is some coordination behind it. The Trump campaign has already lined up surrogates, influencers, and other allies to respond to these charges. Donald Trump is scheduled to appear in court Thursday afternoon. Reporting from Washington, I'm Chris Wynn. Back to you.
And Hawaii U.S. Senator Mazie Hirono reacted to the indictment. On Twitter today, she stated, quote, "January 6 was one of the darkest days in our nation's history, and the grand jury's indictment speaks to the seriousness of the crimes alleged. While all defendants are innocent until proven guilty, no one, including former presidents, is above the law."